I don't know. Sometimes it's funny to hear what he's screaming because I understand what he's screaming, and it's also funny that he's screaming like this, you know.
Hey, yo, bro, just chill.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the lobby. That's right. This is going to be the group stage. We're going to have new teams coming in, fresh faces. Everybody's getting ready to play. So, where is everybody? Let's go take a look. Hey, Kerrigan, this is what it looks like, right? When I'm interviewing you, is this what it looks like?
Exactly.
I don't know, like, do you look down normally when you answer, Kerrigan?
Yes.
So you got your wristband, you're safe.
Yeah, I can get back in.
Okay. So what are you guys doing right now? Can I follow you or what?
Yeah,
Let's go.
Oh, I follow you.
No, I follow you.
I follo you.
No, but you're the IGL, so I gotta like follow you,
No,
right?
I bait.
Okay.
New style.
Fair enough.
2024.
Rain, talk to me about what it's like, being a dad and stuff.
Oh, it's cool. Very cool. Something like a sleep, but other than that, it's very fun.
How much sleep would you say you get on average at home?
Actually, he's doing pretty good at the moment. Sleeps like 12 hours straight.
Really?
Yeah.
Whose man's is this? Okay, well that's cool. Did you learn anything from being a dad so far that you maybe take with you, tell your friends? Maybe don't do it. No, I'm just kidding.
Do it, guys. Do it. Become dads.
Yeah. I have to agree as a dad myself. So
Straight away.
what are we playing here, Rain?
I'm not sure. It's not working, I think.
Have you just been sitting here pressing the buttons and it's not even...
showing me this screen the entire time.
Yeah, this looks all jacked up, bro. I can't even... Well, we'll let him figure that out because obviously he's a little lost in his own sauce over here. And that's Rain from FaZe Clan. Let's see who else we can bother.
Returning G2 champion, technically.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah. Is that something you guys have talked about this week? Obviously, I mean, it's been a year, completely different squad. Is it something that's on your mind? It's huge shoes to fill. We got to be real, right?
Yeah, of course, it's really big shoes to fill. I think Katowice in general is one of the special tournaments even for me. I think my first S-tier event that I made the grand finals of is actually Katowice back then with G2. And I know for the guys it meant a lot because they played, I think, 3 grand finals. I mean, at least Hunter did before he actually got to win one. So coming back here, I know they want to defend the title, and I'm going to do my best to help them.
Are you a little jealous of the teams that got to start with the play-in to kind of hit the ground and warm up? Or what's your mind of that? Have you been keeping an eye on the play-in?
Hell no. I've been through play-in for Katowice and Cologne for the last 2 years. I'm not jealous at all.
Okay, so you got the life of luxury. You're coming in as the returning champion. Yeah. You're coming in straight to the group stage. Life is good for Nexa.
Yeah, exactly.
Vibes at an all-time high?
Yeah, of course. That's why I'm here, for the vibes.
Yeah, all for the vibes. All right, we're going to find your other teammates, bro. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
Look good. Monte, you got a second? Okay, come here, bro. I got a quick question for you. Obviously, we've been seeing the play-in. Donk is here, right? Yeah. Donk is a player who I think is looking up to somebody like you. Young, when you hit the ground, obviously different styles of player, but what's something in terms of advice that you would have for a player like Donk?
What an advice I would give to him. I think to not stop playing like he's playing, to not overthink, and he will continue destroying people. He's playing really good. Just don't stop and believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself, yeah. Because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody can believe in you. Is that good advice?
Yeah, don't go away with this confidence that you have right now, and everything will be good. All right.
Does he make you a little nervous?
No, of course not.
But I mean, he talks so much smack, man. He's always yelling, all right? Every single round, from the start to the end, he's loud, he's rowdy. It kind of feels like Donk is showing up and wants to take people out. Don't you feel like you're on his list?
I don't know. Sometimes it's funny to hear what he's screaming because I understand what he's screaming. And it's also funny that he's screaming like this, you know. You cannot just look at this without smiling, you know. I don't know. But some people saying it's annoying, some people saying it's too much. But I don't think it's too much and it's annoying. It's just like, it's good that players are screaming, you know, like it's esport. So don't bully him.
Yeah, I feel like it's a kid that's living his dream, man. Let him enjoy it.
Of course, he's enjoying CS, he's enjoying his, like, just playing on his first big LAN. So just let him play, bro.
You're really good right now, all right? Nobody can seem to stop Monte. And we had this interview with Nico not long ago who said, Monte one day will be the best player on this G2 team. Are you going to do it here in Kato?
I'm playing not bad. Can be better still. And let's find out.
Did you get all that, Tez? Is this overwhelming? We're in the middle of a media day. You're being barked around, orders left and right and center. How are you handling all this, man? Is this a young man's game?
Yeah, it's tough, you know? But it's not my first time.
So you're still all good. Back in Katowice, must bring back memories. Floods them, actually.
Yeah, I mean, actually, last times we were here, we didn't have good success as VP, so I hope that this time it will be better.
Yeah, just forget about the bad times. Think only about the good times. Bring that in. How I saw you as a bodyguard at the HLTV award show. Can you do every possible job that's out there?
I will do whatever is needed for the team to win. So if they need me to bodyguard Ilya, I'm here.
Okay, that's good to know. It feels like Donk maybe has Ilya in his crosshairs. Young player, obviously, Donk. Somebody who's so influential, I think, in just like everybody's kind of hyping him up. Everybody wants to see great things from him. Do you see a little bit of yourself in him as an older man when it comes to such a young, fresh player?
He doesn't remember.
I think
He doesn't remember.
I think it looks a little bit different when I was streaming. When I was streaming, it kind of was more like intimidating.
Okay.
When he's screaming, it's more like, hey, yo, bro, just chill. That's how it looks for me.
It's because your stature's changed, bro.
Maybe. But it's also his size and the screams. Like, the screams are bigger than his size. And it's kind of like, it's cool. It's cool. If it helps him, then I'm looking forward to playing against them.
Look at all these guys watching you, man. They're all inspired by you, Taz. Each and every one of them, they look up to you, and they want to be the returning champions. Can you do this? Can you bring them to the top?
I mean, it's part their job, part my job. If I inspire them, they inspire me as well because, they are a great team, great players, and they're in different parts of their careers, and I just want to help them to, break even further.
It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. See you around, brother. That's G2.
Hey, man. What's good? Official comment, or are you busy, or?
I'm not busy. I just finished an interview, but my team also have some stuff, so I have 10 minutes of free time.
Perfect, man. Well, here, you going this way, I'll walk with you. Come on, please.
Up to you.
Yeah, see, that way the cameraman has to walk backwards. And
Making his life harder.
yeah. They like that, though. That's why they edit videos all the time, because no one... Watch your step, watch your step, watch your step, watch your step.
Don't die.
Please, not today. So, dude, what's good? How you feeling in Katowice? Like, it's kind of cold outside, but how you feeling?
Well, I know a lot of players don't like Katowice. Like, they like the tournament, but they are not a fan of maybe the city, the weather, the hotel. Especially the order food part, it's making life difficult. But I actually like Katowice. I think it's nice. Yeah, I think it's nice. I like coming to this tournament.
Even in the cold?
I'm not a fan of the cold, but we've been to Denmark, so we can handle everything.
Fair enough. Sorry, so what do you have planned today? There's media day, obviously, we say all that, like the normal run through of media stuff. What about, sorry, Rain's trying to ruin your interview. What about you, though? Like, what do you do on a day like today after you get done talking to a camera over and over and over? You say the same thing, or you don't multiple times. How do you look at this day and then get ready for the next?
Well, first of all, we also have a practice today, so our staff team is not letting us go so easily. But this day, for me, it will be usually May Day. You finish May Day, maybe you chill a bit, and then you have some practice with the team.
Okay.
And then it will be mostly like individual, like performance, like working kinda. I will probably play FaZe. So I assume some of my teammates will join because.
What else are they gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. So I think it will be just practice and then some FaZe to keep the form.
Yeah, as long as you got a plan of something to do, that's good. You keep your hands busy. They say idle hands are the devil. I don't know who said that. I didn't say that, but somebody said that. So I'm looking at this and I'm sitting here thinking like, we have a new game in CS2 new, right? And it's been out for a couple months. There's been a bunch of plays and gameplay to be reviewed. What do you like or dislike about it now in its current iteration? And be honest now. Just tell these people. Don't worry, the internet is forever.
Overall, I like CS2.
It's all right. Rain's playing on a ping pong or
Sponge needs his coffee, guys. He just needs it, so it's fine. But overall, I like CS2. One thing that I really miss is the other maps of the community, like other mods you can have. Savsky, jailbreak, whatever people prefer, because I remember for me before I was like professional CS player.
Yeah.
I just enjoyed these mods so much. It was so nice to play South or jailbreak with your friends or this kind
Soccer Jam maybe? Or maybe that's a little older, sorry.
a soccer game of 1.6.
Yeah.
I played it a bit, but it's so long ago. I don't remember it that much.
Well, here you go. Here's one for you. Just the other day at a pub server, I was playing D-Rats. You remember Rats?
We played it as a team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we took what tournament? It was one of the. I think it was in World Finals because it's you don't have many servers there, and we were like,
So you played Rats?
we wanted like, what do we do?
Yeah.
And then someone suggested let's like we started like with the aim up just to have fun, and then someone suggested this map, the rat, and we just put like high gravity. Everyone has scout only, 3v3 with extras on one team, and we just play 3v3 against each other, and I think it was 1 hour of fun.
Were there any sort of ramifications? Like, was there something that would happen if someone got knifed or tased? Was there any sort of like, payment or punishment for that?
I think the punishment would be you are like embarrassed in front of the team because we are making fun of you.
I need to jump in.
Oh, hey, Chad. Good morning to you. That's Chad Burchill.
Look, I was hoping if I could get an apology from you, mate. The other day, queuing in FaZe at me, Justin, Aaron, Israeli 5-stack trace, Flamesy on the other side, Shushan in the server.
You got dunked on.
Just out trying to enjoy my day. I have a couple of enjoyable faces, up against a 5-stack.
First game of the day for you?
I will say it was. I don't know if it was. But I will say it did ruin my entire day. And then I had the same thing happen yesterday with a Danish 5-stack. So, how do you feel about ruining an old man's day?
I like it. No, but it's my staff. They make us. They say you need to play, guys. You need to do this and this. What other way to play than 5-stack face it against 5-stack?
Well, we weren't 5-stack, man. There was 4 of us. We've made a Serbian friend. We made a Serbian friend, Can Foos, out there if he's watching. It's hard for me, Aaron, and Justin to make friends. People don't like Australians overseas for some reason.
And I hate to hear that for you, Chad. But also,
you need to find some friends to play with. You can come forward on 5-stack if you want next.
Yo, that's Elo right there. That's Elo.
Okay, thank you.
All right, everybody, and break. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
What's up, gentlemen? How are we this morning?
Brilliant. Fantastic.
I buy into that so well when you say it. I believe it.
You fucking fuck. It's so cold.
I hope we got the audio on that. I need a soundbite of that, like as a text tone or something. How you doing, man?
Brilliant, delightful, really delightful.
Just copy my homework. Just change it up a little bit, right? Yeah. Okay. I was just sitting here talking to Spinks. He's saying you guys have to play pugs and stuff, and then Chad is on the receiving end of that sponge, right?
Did you play with us?
Huh?
Yeah, so we played, I don't know if you played with us. We played against JKS, Sponge, and AZR.
Yeah.
Yeah, you played with us?
No, I didn't.
It was like an Israeli stack with some international guy. I don't know who.
How'd that go for him?
For a Chad? Well, he actually won a 1v2, I think.
Okay.
But we were a bit trolling. But we owned him, of course. And JKS was really bad as well, so well-deserved bench from G2. Yeah, I'm joking. Demon mode now.
And on that note, do you want to drop this microphone, or do you want to?
No, I'm joking. It was just, you come against 5 players that are professional. Yeah. You're a caster and a HLTV confirmed person. Like how do you call it? Like a media person.
I mean, there's words like talent get used. Personally, I don't know. I don't like that word personally, but
yeah.
I mean, to describe us as talent, you guys are talent. Yes, we're talent.
You're also talented because you know how to hold the mic, you know how to talk to people, you know to bring words that to longer the essay. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah. Sometimes. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. So and then he played with AZR, which he didn't play professional for
long time.
Yes. So it was fair enough, and they did play good. So no blame to Chad. I just wanted a bit of mean YouTube words.
Huh. So Mr. Mezzi, you're on everybody's minds from the UK at least. So in that notion, tell me what it's like playing over here with Vitality, but moreover, what do you hate about it the most?
What do you hate?
I didn't say that, did I? Yeah, I said that.
There's nothing to hate. Everyone is beautiful human beings. It's fun playing with this guy. You see the way he articulates himself, the way he speaks. It's fun playing with these guys.
Articulate.
Yes.
There's like class clowns and jokers and stuff. I think that helps a team's vibe. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of clowns in this team. I think so.
We're just clowning all the time. Okay.
You want to go back to Fnatic? No, I don't think so.
Damn. All right. Well, that looks like a fun conversation for you two at another time. Gentlemen, see you around. Performance coaches are fine, and by that I mean I'm sitting here with Jack from Vitality. Jack, let's dive into your background and sort of what it is that you do with Vitality at its current iteration, because you haven't been there that long, right?
No, I joined in November, so for the Blast groups. I'm not sure if I can say that on your ESL.
Don't hurt my feelings.
Blast groups, Blast full finals, which we won, and then we kept winning. So it's an interesting role so far. But so my background is in sports psychology, essentially. So primarily on the mental side of performance. But moving here to Vitality, the role's a bit larger. It's all facets of performance outside of the server. So, of course, our coaches, X-Taz and Matt, have control of everything that happens in the game, but then all the performance factors, sleep, nutrition, the mental performance, of course, the physical conditioning, that all sort of falls under my remit.
Which is hugely important. I would never even discount that. I will say that you have a big task, like you have a big handle in front of you because, you're dealing with a pretty diverse group of guys, right? Yeah,
so obviously a French organization, we've got 2 French players, 2 French coaches, but then we've got 2 Israeli players, a British player. So Will and I have been out, whilst I'm Australian, I live in the UK, so Will and I have been able to bond over that. So it's a diverse group.
So you have something in common, Commonwealth perhaps.
Yes, the Commonwealth would be the only link. I actually do not identify as British at all.
Me either, so.
Yeah, but we both speak English, so that's probably the common tie there.
Well, that also, things like that will help to build camaraderie within a team, right? And I think that's part of what you're doing in your role, if I'm not mistaken, is to keep the gel, keep the minutia, and keep the ball rolling in the right direction.
Absolutely. Like one of the things coming into the Counter-Strike scene that's different, like my background's in rugby, where we're at home all week, we train at our training facility, you go away on a Saturday, you come back Saturday night. Here, you're traveling all the time. And I've started to see with how rough the schedule is at the beginning of the year, if you don't care about each other and if you're not bought into the team concept, I can see why you have teams going, I don't mind if we lose this one because I just want to get out of here and get home, because it is grueling, it's tough, and you've got to really care about the blokes, the 5 guys sitting at the server with you, wanting to stay away from your family a little bit longer, wanting to dig deep for each other, because if you don't have that, it's easy to find excuses to get out of that awkward, tough situation.
So tell me a little bit about the crossover, right? So first of all, you're a huge dude. You're a big guy. So rugby checks out. Like that definitely checks out. Talk to me a little bit about crossover here, maybe some similarities you see between a rugby team and a Counter-Strike team, or therein.
On the mental side, it's pretty much exactly the same, right? Like obviously rugby's a physical game, a very physical game, whereas you've got Counter-Strike, which is you're more cognitive athletes. But
I like that one. Hold on, cognitive athletes. That's nice. That is nice.
And it's not all cognitive. Of course, you've got this hand-eye coordination, the accuracy with their motor control with their hands and arms is remarkable. But if you start a map and you go 0-5, 0-6, you're going to start thinking, maybe today's not my day. In rugby, football, any other sport, if you make a few mistakes early, you start to feel that pressure to find your performance. And so a lot of the mental side of the game is really similar, and it's probably, in fairness, more similar to something like tennis, where, all right, you win the first map, then you lose the second, we were so close to ending this match, now we've got to do a whole nother hour. So the mental demands of performance, the context changes, but where the pressure comes from is almost always the same. It's like, if I start this map well, we won the first 3 rounds and I've got 6 kills, you're like, today's going to be a good day, and you feel good.
3 in the pistol round, I think, is usually the go-to. There are some players, and there's a couple of analysts say this as well. They get 3 kills in the pistol round, it's going to be a good day for them, and it really can be that simple. I guess for your side, if I just go down the rugby path into Counter-Strike again, my question would be, what would be like some of the harder aspects to grasp about esports from this side of things? What are some of the things that I didn't expect that to be potentially a problem or a benefit?
That's a good question. I think I'm still very much learning the game. I was aware that the esports scene in Counter-Strike was, it was a big industry, and that there was it was a high performance domain. It wasn't games. There's a serious performance. But learning, for me, the big is learning the game context. So I understand, that's a moment that so and so might find challenging, and every player is a little bit different. Like a mistake for one player, it's no problem. For another player, it's really triggering. So learning the individuals and learning what makes them tick, what they're really resilient with, what areas they might struggle with. Everyone has different responses. Some players, again, in a sport like rugby, things go wrong, and you see some players go, I just want to sort of get out of the action for a bit, and others try and force the issue, I'm going to make a big tackle. And you see the same in Counter-Strike. I'm not playing so well, you play really reserved. Other players go, I'm going to go and get an ace on this round and try and fix it with like sheer will and force. And you can probably tell me how often you've seen that work when players try and force frags and force rounds when it's not there for you.
Yeah. I mean, it does become a bit of it gets messy, you know what I'm saying? And no pun intended for the messy side of things. Yeah, and as one of the only representatives from Australia around here, anything you can say on behalf of that?
I've learned that the Australian Counter-Strike scene is not as strong as other countries. I'm not entirely sure why that is. I'm loving it. Like as an Australian, I know we've got. I don't know if there are any Australians here. I know is it Roosters?
Yeah, the Rooster team. We've got one of our commentators. He's Australian, goes by the name of Sponge. There's a couple floating around here and there, but the representation might have something to do with that being a big old island way over there, right?
Yeah, it is a long way away. We do love to travel, and I think it's a testament to Australia. We were everywhere no matter what. So even if there's only a few of us, we'll find our way into the scene. So it's good. I love it. So.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. I appreciate your time today. The mental aspect of this game isn't something that always gets a light shined on it. And moreover, the insight that you give me is it's amazing. So thank you for your time, Jack.
Oh, brilliant. Had a pleasure. Oh, had a good time.
Hell yeah.
Pleasure, had a good time.
Nailed it.
We're going in for the ambush. It's the Monte ambush. Now, we haven't seen a lot from Monte as of late, and that's what I want to know. I want to know what they've been up to. So as I slip in and I look at all of Monte, and they look back at me, SDY, you're stepping up, bro.
How are you doing?
Good to see you. Happy New Year, first of all.
You too, thank you.
We haven't seen you at the start of this year. Right now, everybody was talking about Blast last week. Everybody's been talking about the play-in. And Monte, you guys are kind of under the radar.
Yeah, we've been practicing for this tournament, hiding our secrets and stuff like that.
Yeah, so you guys, I heard on HLTV confirmed, wanted to get to a boot camp, weren't able to, unfortunately. That mean practice just from home? Like, what's the practice regimen look like for a team that hasn't been, getting too many officials?
Yeah, we tried to do as we normally do it on boot camp, but it's harder, obviously. So we didn't have that much focus, I guess, as individuals. But we still try to do our best in it,
And what does, obviously coming off of it was Atlanta, right? You guys fell in the semifinals. So I think in terms of LAN experience, that's really just what we've gotten getting more out of Monte. It's like we've been seeing you guys at these smaller LANs after Paris, still taking people down. But what's it like coming to Katowice not doing the play-in? Because it feels like, we come to expect you guys to run an event from the start to the finish. Yeah. And finally, Monte gets to show up on the second media day. Finally, you guys just get to go right to the group stage. Is that something you're excited about, or what's up?
Yeah, it actually feels great, and it's a very good experience. Like, it's completely other way, and none of our players experience it. Sure. Probably I only did back in NaVi, and we will see how it goes, because normally I think it's better to start the tournament from the playing stage, because you have more time to get in the groove of the tournament. But we're figuring out the ways to prepare and to be ready from the day first.
And have you been watching the play-in?
Yeah, of course. We've been watching while traveling, and overall we've been watching some.
And you got any thoughts about what's been going down at the play-in? We got Furia out of the event. We got Astralis out of the event. We got Glaive top fragging with 24 kills. What do you make of the play-in, man? Because there's been some crazy results. What's impressed you so far?
Obviously, the Glaive performance against Astralis. It's kind of historical for him right now with new NC Polish style boys, and also Spirit kind of impressed us how they approach the game. So yeah, basically.
Are you afraid of Donk?
No, I don't think, and anybody shouldn't be afraid, to be honest.
Nope.
Yeah, it's only a game. You run and you shouldn't,
Just run back at him, right?
Yeah, just swing wider than he swings and all good.
You make it sound so easy, bro. Who should I ambush next? Who else should I talk to?
Talk to Demke, bro.
Talk to Demke?
Yeah, to Demke.
All right, let me get him. We're going in. Demke, you got a second?
What?
Do you have a second? Can I take 1 second of your time?
Maybe two.
Maybe two. Oh, so kind of you, so generous. How are you, bro? It's been a little while. You're here, you're rolling in, you skipped the play-in, you get to come right to the group stage, and are you ready to kick ass this year?
Of course, we came here to do this, so.
And how's the vibe in the camp? I see you making jokes, everybody's laughing, everybody seems to be having a good time.
Yeah, the environment is nice in team. We spending time hanging around, and it's nice to spend time after the break. It's very nice to bring back these emotions and like funny jokes or whatever. So it's nice.
What's the secret to having friendship in a Counter-Strike team?
I mean, it depends of the mentality, I would say. So Ukrainian guys, like every time is nice to anyone. So it's basically easy in our team to find this middle of ground of the funny, to be funny or to be serious. So we're dealing well with this, I would say.
A little balance. Balance. Yeah, balance is important. Good. So, listen, we haven't had many officials from Monte. You guys are kind of under the radar right now. You get to skip the first stage. Do you see that as a positive? And what have you been doing with all this spare time?
Yeah, only way which is not as positive in this case scenario, I would say it's we don't have the practice compared to other teams which is playing play-in now. So they have a little bit of the practice on the LAN, I would say, but I think it's not a big of problem. I think we will manage to play from the main stage pretty well, and like I believe we can go to the playoffs like on the stage, you know.
Yeah, the big stage. I mean, it's Katowice, right? It's a big stage. Everybody wants a piece. But all that spare time, dude. What have you been doing?
Training after break. After break, we were like playing online bootcamp, kinda. So play a lot of frags, a lot of individually, and just playing.
Not wasting any time?
No.
Would Waro agree with you?
I think yes.
Waro, do you like wasting time?
Yes, of course.
And what's the best way to waste time?
To play Counter-Strike.
Okay, good answer. All right, brother. That's Monte, folks, ready to roll in after the play-in and take names in the group stage.
So this is a team called Falcons. And, well, I like their gear. Their colors look cool. Like, look at him. It's like, I don't even want to smile at this camera right now. So I'll go talk to him. He loves that type of stuff. Hey, man, good morning. Sorry about that. I know it's early. How you doing this morning?
I'm a little bit tired, but other than that, I'm good, yeah.
Okay. So what's the new, you got the new swag, the new gear. Tell me a little bit about everything, man, because it's, for you, you've been playing for a long time. So I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, you've probably seen a lot. Now you got a new team.
Yeah, well, it's a new team, that's for sure. I mean, I'm liking it so far. I think we have done a pretty good result so far. I mean, we didn't go to London, but I think we almost beat the best team in the world. So I think it's the start of the team, and I think that is something we need to take with us. That you know, it's gonna be a little bit long-term process to be able to be the best of the best. But you know, that's why we're here. We want to build the foundation, and then from there try and build a house that can beat the best of the best.
So what's the hardest part about that? You know, people talk about protocols, this, that, or the other, like, hey, how do we learn to play as a team? But for you, what is the most challenging part of bringing a new group of guys together and putting everyone on the same page?
I think it's always going to be the fact that we have different ideas of the game, and that is something you need to align as the first thing when you go in and you want to be a team and you want to create a team, is that you need to be on the same page from the very first day. And that is also why we have spent like 5 days just talking together, not playing Counter-Strike at all. And because we want to make sure that when we go on the server, we have the same ideas, we have the same goals, we have, the same idea of how we want to have the whole process and how we want to improve as a team. Because if we don't have those like foundations on like unstable ground, I think it's going to be very difficult when you run into tough periods, because then you're going to start questioning and you're gonna start doubting things. But we have made a plan together, and everyone decided to dig into the plan, so everyone knows that this is the plan we wanted to be a part of from the beginning. And if we have doubts, that is why we have the plan. That is why we tried, making sure that everything is kind of connected from the beginning. And yeah, I think that is important to be able to have a whole new team actually becoming a team.
Yeah, you said the very beginning of this. And let's start right there, because obviously, the community starts talking. There's rumor mills, like this player's joining this, there, or the other. How the roster shaped up, obviously you're happy with it?
I would say I'm happy with the roster we ended up with. But of course, there was a lot of rumors about different lineups as well. And, that is the Counter-Strike sometimes. Sometimes the transfers is not going as planned. And I think that is obviously the way it is. I mean, that's part of being a professional. I obviously didn't expect to be part of this lineup in the beginning, but I will say with the result we got, I'm really happy with it. I think getting the core of ends and probably a top 2 IGL in the world from last year, I think it's a very good start to build a strong house of actually, being able to win. So I think that is, and then we have a guy who is very unexperienced, but has also proven that he can be good on LAN environments. He was really good at the RMR last year and also the major in Paris. And I think with us having 4 very experienced players, I think we can help him a lot to become the best version of himself. But it is gonna take time and it is gonna be a difficult road, so to say, in the sense that when you have unexperienced players, you need to teach them a lot, and that is something they need to be willing to accept as well. That they need to learn a lot. So I'll do our best to help him as well, but I think it's also very important that he accepts that it's part of being a professional, that you need to try and adapt and you need to try and improve all the time, because if you don't have that mindset, you're going to be left behind, and obviously that is not the case we want.
Yeah, and if I like to just add in there too, if you don't show the humility, if you don't say like, hey, I can learn from this, rather than, oh, I know it all, that's where it kind of turns to that, hey, look, this man said it was too early to talk. Obviously, that's not entirely true. But Good morning to you. I hope you have a good day, man.
Thank you. You too, man.
Oh, yeah, my bad. One quick question. You thought I was going to get you out of here.
Yeah.
So there's this guy. He goes by the name of Glaive. You ever heard of him?
I've heard about him.
Glaive played this team called Astralis. He smoked them. So what do you think about the whole project where the Danes all spread out now? Because you guys are everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I think obviously the Astralis, they're supposed to be the Danish super team right now. And I think on paper they are, but I think they're still to some degree lacking the right roles in the team. And I think that's the biggest issue. And I think now that they might, they can be scary, but I think it's only when they play good individually right now. I don't think tactically they're one of the best teams out there. I think obviously, like any other team, when they perform really well, they are going to be a scary team because they have good individual players. But tactically, I think they're lacking. And also role-wise, I think they are not in the right roles right now. And I think the only one who's been looking good on the team right now is there. And that says a lot. Because I feel like Stavn and Yabi looks uncomfortable. They don't look like they're performing to the same level. And obviously, also, I would say I expect more from Device in the future as well, individually. I know it's only 2 tournaments, but if they want to be that Danish superhouse, they're going to need him. And then he needs to be a superstar as well. And I know he expects that from himself as well. So I'm not burning any bridges here by saying that, because I know his mindset. I know he will come back from it. But if they want to be that Danish superhouse, they need Stavn and Yabi, and they also need Device to perform on the highest level. And that's,
You prove it, right? You gotta put up or shut up, I think. Look, have a good day, man. I needed to know about that at the very minimum.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. And Glaive, he's a gigachat,
Yeah. He does have that aura about him. He's got that vibe about him. Anyway, hey, thanks, Majisk.
No worries, man.
I'm for real gonna walk away this time. Yeah. So, peace.
All right, we're here with the NaVi camp. I'm diving into the middle of the camp. Hey, Ime's gonna run, but I'm with Alexi. How are you doing, Alexi?
I'm doing good. Starting with some media.
Yeah. I'm gonna pause while these guys walk off. I want to get your thoughts before they, so that way you can speak openly of them. They can't hear you, so you can be truthful. Alexi, suddenly everybody's talking about NaVi like the new dark horse.
Yeah, what's the case?
What's the case there? How have you done this?
I have no idea.
None at all?
Some.
Tell us the secrets.
Our past 3 games.
Okay. Just those 3 games are starting to shape the narrative. Now you come into Katowice, obviously stakes are higher, dude. You guys get to skip the play-in. Does that feel good, or is that something that you would have liked to have been involved in?
I mean, to be honest, it does feel nice. I've been playing in the play-in, and it feels nice that you kind of get the tournament rust away. But at the same time, we did play some officials this year already, and we just came from the blast groups, which went fine. So I think we already have some matches under our belts.
You're there. You guys, there's no doubt you're coming in hot. We've seen a marked improvement statistically from the core of this team. Everybody is playing better, straight up. Is that something that everybody is very aware of? Is it something that that they're talking about? Like Ema, this has to feel good for him in particular. As like, let's be real, bro. There was a lot of people calling for his head pretty quick with the drop off after Paris. That's something that you've pushed aside and you've gotten way better out of him. So is it something you are particularly focused on? Is it something that he is super aware of? Just, speak of that, please.
I mean, there are many factors that could change someone's performance. We had a roster change. He had more time in the system. He had more matches played, more officials, more mistakes to be fixed, if you could say so. And overall, the whole team did it. And we evolved as a team. And when the team is doing good, that's when usually the individuals perform better, right? I mean, as an IGL also, it's way easier to call when people finally understand their roles in certain strats or how to play their positions on the maps or how we want to play as a unit. And I think that's the thing we've been getting a lot stronger in. And that's the reason why people perform better.
So players play better, team plays better, Alexi B keeps winning. That's the secret sauce of NaVi now.
That's the sauce.
You got to tell me, bro, how do you beat your ex-teammates so consistently? What's that secret sauce?
That's the secret sauce that you cannot.
You're not selling it. You're not selling it?
I'm not selling it.
No matter what?
No matter what.
Okay. I mean, Alexi, you just keep doing you, bro, because what you do works.
See you.
See you. Ime, my friend. You got a second?
I have to.
2 seconds. All right, come here. 2 seconds. One, you're playing super well right now, bro. How good does it feel to be back on top?
Not that well.
Not that well?
Could be room for better, trust me.
Okay, what's going to take you there then?
Practice.
Practice makes perfect?
Of course.
I tried to ask Alexi earlier. I said, Alexi, what's the secret sauce right now with NaVi? Like, why is it all working? Why is it all coming to form? Why is everything looking good at the start of the year? He wouldn't tell me his secrets. Will you tell me Alexi's secrets?
I mean, there is no secret. Basically, we are playing 24/7, and then out of that we just basically we had boot camp and then we play over and over and over, and then we are testing each other even more. Then we are getting used to each other a lot in the server, outside of the server, and that helps a lot because you will get like a lot of situation that comes out of nowhere because in official it's totally different between practice, and then if you have something new, then you need to know how to react in like not even a second. Like you have to react faster and to be on the same page with the person next to you. Yeah. And then that helps us a lot because we are building more chemistry between us.
That's good. That's good to hear. I do agree with this, right? It comes down to the split second, and you don't have time to think about how to react. You just got to do it. You got to know the guy to your left, the guy to your right, and you got to know that he's got your back. Does it feel right now like everybody on NaVi's got each other's backs?
Of course.
Yeah?
Yes, definitely.
Who's the least trustworthy?
No one. Doesn't exist anyone like this.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Not even JL?
No, he's the Hyperman.
Okay, all right. Where is he? There he is. I'm going to go ask him the same thing. Go. Best of luck, bro.
Thank you.
Strike squad, moving out. JL, my dude. Gonna hit you up. Yeah, you better run, Wonderful. Better run, dude. It's all good. JL, how's the year going?
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is fucking awesome, isn't it? Yeah, good for you guys. I just talked to Ema. I was asking him why exactly everything has kind of hit the ground running in 2024. He said the boot camp was good. He says that everybody on NaVi have each other's backs right now. Do you feel the same way?
Of course. I feel that the trust has grown immensely in our camp. We love each other, we support each other, and we're there for each other whenever it needs.
Well, that's interesting because I asked him, I said, who's the least trustworthy person on NaVi? And he said JL.
It's fucking crazy, man.
That's because I just lied to you. He said there is no lack of trust and everybody has everybody's back. I was just testing you.
That heart's pounding. I couldn't believe you could do such a thing to me.
And what if I ask you the same question? Is there a single weak link in this NaVi camp? What about Blade? Okay, he's a quiet guy. He's not in the server with you. There's no sabotage?
No, for sure. I think in the NaVi camp, whenever things are going wrong, we're going to point it out. We're going to say, we suck at this and we should improve on that. And there's no talking behind your back. And we just try to fix things if they come up.
Sounds great. It sounds like something everybody should be a part of and everybody should aspire for. You know, there's a lot of talk right now in Counter-Strike. I think about like team identity, team culture, this and that. And seeing NaVi come to form at the start of the year, we don't want to jinx it, you know, but it's nice to see that these are the kinds of ideas and thoughts and positive things that you guys are pushing forward. You always strike me as a positive guy. So what's one positive thing everybody should do every day to be more like JL?
Oh, more like me? You caught me off guard there.
How do you do it, man? What's got you smiling at the start of every day?
I don't know, wake up, wash your face, look into the mirror, smile and say, you got this, man. You got this.
You got this. You got this. And maybe NaVi got this too. Good luck in Kato, brother. Good to see you. It is my pleasure to introduce all of you to Ula, the NaVi performance coach. Is that your official title?
Correct, yes.
And how long have you been a performance coach?
So performance coach in esports, it's been like 10 years, so I'm like dinosaur right now, right?
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, it's 10 years. And yeah, I've started working with NaVi as of October. And so far, so good.
I would say so far very good, especially in 2024. It feels like, you know, I just had the chance to talk to the boys. They are all very positive at the moment in the mental space. So what is that like trying to bring together, you know, 5-6 players, or coach included at that point? You know, human beings we're a complicated species, and it's your job to make sure that all of them are working aligned with one another. So what are some of the common challenges, or challenges particularly with this NaVi team, that you've kind of faced in recent months?
I mean, common challenge, not only in esport, but also in traditional sport, is that athletes come into the team having like individual goal. And quite often that individual goal that they can have inside of a team environment could be super destructive. So usually my work starts with like aligning the team into having a common goal, a goal that is achievable, a goal that is within their reach, that is motivating them to push the train like forward, you know. So we are not stopping, we are not looking around, we are not thinking what others think about us, but what we want to get into from a specific scenario, from a specific tournament. So I feel like starting work with the team is very often building that atmosphere that you know you have teammates that you can trust, that would sacrifice themselves for you good, for the good of the team. So there is no me inside. So as long as you unite them, as long as people have the same vision, the same level of productivity, because that is also super important inside of the team, then it's easy to like give it a shape and see, you know, and push like as far as you can, just to see how much, or like how well they can play together.
I like this point you just bring up about balanced productivity, right? It's a notorious tale in Counter-Strike of there being harder workers and lesser hard workers. So in this instance, when you do have somebody who, say, is struggling to keep up in that level, whether it's professionalism or whether it's just, you know, maybe they don't have the right system in place to maximize themselves, how do you go about that without maybe stepping on certain people's toes? We know that egos can be sensitive. What are some of the tools that you've been able to utilize to make sure that everybody is aligned in that regard?
I mean, one of the best tools is to make people equal inside of the team. So there is no a star player inside of the team. We're all equal. We all have the same rules that we apply. And we introduced in NaVi, but like we know, in all the teams I've been working with, we have a specific schedule that we adapt, and there is no person inside that we are not doing something together as a team. So whether that's a morning walk, whether that's mental warm up, whether that's visualization, whether that's trying new activities that are supposed to engage them into getting more productive on the server. Inside of this environment, what I like the most is that there is no, that people are trying, they're giving a shot, and they're believing in all the things we're doing. So it doesn't matter if I'm introducing, I don't know, easy cross-scroll activities, if we're introducing meditation, breathing, or, you know, teaching or maybe learning about each other. If you build an environment where people really are interested in each other and they're having fun with it, then it's very easy to translate that on the server. And then that feeling of we're the same, we're equally important, gives the players the vibe that, I can do anything for the player because the other player will do the same for me. So it's all about how you manage the energy from the very beginning once you join the team, just to make sure we spend time together, we eat together, but we also give each other space when it's needed. So it's all about building that sensitive atmosphere of trust, support, but at the same time, the atmosphere of we can do it together.
All right, so a certain togetherness, right, must be key. I like that. Well said. There's also this question, I think, on my mind right now, just because there's a big talk in the town here in Katowice with the big LAN debut of Donk at Tier 1 International Counter-Strike. And when we talk about Donk, we're talking about somebody, a young man who's coming into a world of huge pressure. And, you know, you have younger players on your team as well at the moment. And when we talk about togetherness and equality between 5 different pieces, but somebody can have maybe, say, a decade or a near decade more of not only in-game experience, but life experience. What do you make of that kind of a situation where somebody is so fresh, not just to say Tier 1 Counter-Strike and professional competition, but just kind of life in general?
I mean, it all depends on the player. I've been facing many situations in life when we had a fantastic talent, very skilled individual, but if it comes to teamwork and team environment, the person was totally not a fit in. And after a season or two, we had to say goodbye to the player, and we've never seen the player again. So it's kind of how you build your reputation, but also what kind of opinion your teammates have about you. If you're supportive, if you can mingle, if you respect everyone around, I feel like that is something that is building your personality as a player. But if you're not humble, if you're very, I would say, selfish and try to get all the spotlight and build your own personality on other people's back, then obviously this is something that as a young talent, people feel like the God mode is there, but the God mode is as strong as your teammates can handle this. So it all goes down into the personality, how you find yourself in the team, but also how you respect your teammates, even when you just, let's say, have a spotlight. As long as it's your spotlight and you're not building yourself on others' back, then that's absolutely fine.
So incredibly well said. Thank you, Ula, for your time.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure speaking to the professionals in the space.
Yeah, thank you so much.
What's good, man? How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing all right. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, here, I don't even know if we're supposed to walk and talk, but we can.
To walk and talk?
We can just stand here, too.
We're too good at it, so it doesn't matter.
It's too easy. It's too easy. Hey, man, so Katowice, it's kind of a big one. For you, though, pretty big one, right?
Yeah, definitely. Especially after last year's result for me and our last roster.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So you come down here, though, what are some of the big challenges you think that Mouz is facing coming in here?
I think it's a little bit about consistency, what we show in practice and officials. I think practice has been really good for us, and I want to show that we can do the same in officials. I want to show that we're still a contender team, and I think that's the biggest focus for us this event, to make sure we're on point and doing our thing.
So let me ask you this, man, because every team's got different stuff going on. So what is one thing when you look at your team and your teammates, you're like, we can do this better, like in game, out of game, however you want to put it?
Well, I think, as I said before, it's consistency in our performance as individuals, myself included, consistency in our communication. I think that differs from game to game, and I think when people are on point and they are playing their best game in this team, all of us, we're, in my opinion, one of the best in the world. So I think our potential is very high, and one thing I would really like to work on with my team is comms and our progress and how consistent we are with it. So probably that.
So you guys play a lot of scrims coming in here, obviously, I'd imagine. Uh-oh.
What's up, David?
Here, man, you want this, or? Ah. You guys know each other, right?
Yeah, a little bit. It's my homie. That's my homie.
Interesting thing, though, right? So, you have teammates over the course of your career, and then you see them, and everybody kind of goes different ways at a certain point. How do you feel about that? Make you feel a little old or sad or happy that it happened or sad that it didn't happen? What do you think?
I think it's a combination of everything. I'm happy for David. I think he's in a place that he wanted to be. I think he's in a great team, of course. They're one of the best, if not the best team in the world. So I'm happy for him. I'm also happy for my past teammates. For me, in general, I don't take stuff as badly. I just take as experiences. So I'm happy I experienced playing with Dexter, JDC, and Frozen, and everyone in my past teams as well, before Mouz as well. So I think I'm just happy where people are and where they are, and I hope that they're happy. For example, David, I hope he's happy in FaZe. It's just about experiencing and having fun with everyone and making the best out of every moment.
So in those moments before you come in here and before you get to playing and getting into the official tournament itself, you're playing practice matches, all right? You're playing scrims. So tell me on the radar, who's the one that everyone's like, they're beating everybody in scrims?
I think on top of my head, definitely. I mean, Spirit is one of the main ones. I mean, I think they are playing incredible. I mean, obviously, Donk is amazing. It's always nice to fight against him because we play the same role. So,
yeah, the kid's nuts.
Yeah, he's incredible. Like, honestly, he's very good. He's very smart as well. It's not only about his aim. So yeah, we play the same roles. We face each other often in the same position. So it's nice to play against him. But yeah, I'm excited to see how they do in officials with their full roster here. Yeah, I think they're a great team to look out for, definitely.
So all that spotlight on Jimpat is now on Donk. Are you sad about that, or?
I mean, I don't think that's true. I think they play different roles. So
I'm just messing with you.
I know. I will just give you the boring answer. I think Jimmy is incredible. I don't think you can compare between them because of their roles, but I think they both deserve credit. They both should get praise. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to stay with Jimmy on my team and see where he thrives as an individual.
Better with you than against you.
Definitely, yeah.
Definitely that. All right, well, that's Mouz. We're going to walk off, man. We're just going to walk off out of here. Come on, man. Come on. Bye. What's going on, Jimmy? You hanging out in the player lounge, huh? What you doing in here?
Yeah, we were playing some games and I got beaten in every game. I lost in every game. No chance.
Tell me about this game, because we did get the footage of you playing it, but like, A, it's really loud, and B, I don't know, there's a lot going on there. So tell me your thoughts on this game.
Yeah, I think some kind of reflex game, and I'm really bad at this as well. I played against a couple of people and I lost. It's just not made for me, I guess.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year, yeah.
Maybe next year. So Jimpat, you've been around for a while now. What are you thinking, man? How do you feel about it when you come into Katowice?
I mean, I'm really excited, to be honest. Yeah. Especially playing with Luda now, we had some good practice, I would say. And also, I would like to play in front of the Spodek Arena. It would be really nice.
Is that a bucket list thing? Is that like something, oh, I gotta do that? Like, gotta do it, right?
Yeah, of course it is. Because also my brother, he said that the Spodek Arena he was really amazing when he played in the major final. So I'm really looking forward to that one.
Wait, who played in the major final?
Sergey, my brother.
Funny that. Now you know. Because if you didn't know, now you know, Jimpat. What's he up to these days? What's he up to?
He's just chilling, living life. He's not playing that much.
Everyone needs a break every now and then, I understand. So rest of your day, what do you got to do? You got some more media stuff, I'm sure of it. You got a couple cameras here. What do you do with the rest of your day after this?
Yeah, we finished the media and then I think we just have some team talk and we preparing for the event in general, and then tomorrow maybe we have game or the day after, not sure yet I think, but yeah, I'm looking forward to those ones.
I mean, team talks are fun, but for you, what's the most fun part about being a professional Counter-Strike player?
I don't know, maybe just having fun with the team. I really enjoyed it, and just spending quality time together.
Everybody's laughing, having a good time. That's a good vibe, right? It's a good feel.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's Jimpat. This is Mouz. And I'm going to let them go on about their day. As you can tell, they're pretty busy over here. So, yeah, we'll just kind of let them exist. How about that? This is the lobby. Oh, I know what you're thinking about at all times. Hey, speaking of thinking and thoughts, let's get yours. How you doing, man?
I'm happy to be at Katowice. We've been practicing hard against the EU teams, and just keeping people untilted is basically my job.
Is that the hardest part of the job? Like, because the tilt factor can always just kind of leak in somewhere, but how do you put the duct tape on it and stop it?
Being kind of like a joker in the team, not taking things too seriously. Like, we're all blessed to be here. I know this is overly serious response.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, nobody likes overly serious, but it's true. There's plenty of people who probably are just as good at, what I do as me, and I'm lucky to be here. So that's how I view it.
So tell me a little bit about, with complexity, right? So you sit here and think about NA on top, or complexity on top of NA. How would you paint this picture in your mind of the current landscape of North American Counter-Strike? Ready, go.
It doesn't really matter much to be on top of NA. You just want to win tournaments, right? We don't want like participation trophies. But what I would say is that NA is getting better. Like wildcard is getting really good. M80 has a high variance of play. So like if we rest on our laurels, we're just going to get smacked. But again, being on top of NA is not the goal. It's to win tournaments, not participate.
And so this lineup with Elite is going to be doing that, right?
I mean, that's the goal. We're working our asses off.
You got any insight in the other teams around North America? And I say teams loosely because now we have like Liquid who isn't, or, you can go down the list, I guess.
I mean, I talked about Wildcard, I talked about M80. There's Boss. I think Boss made it to Pro League. So they're going to be in Malta. That'll be cool. A bunch of new faces. So we're not going to see the revolving door of, everyone the same. So I think it's just like a trickle effect. Like new teams are going to be coming in, and it's looking good. I mean, we live on. Counter-Strike lives on.
It does, and the show must go on. So I'll leave you with this one. Can you bestow some wisdom upon the Twitch chat? I mean, you want to give them a life lesson or anything? Like, what would you tell the people who are actively typing back to what you're saying right now? What would you tell them in real time?
Think for yourself.
Damn. Now he's talking about getting deep. That's deep. I appreciate it. That's James RL. This is the lobby.
JT, ladies and gentlemen, big bones, man. Every time I've seen you since the start of 2024, I walk in the room and you give me the middle finger. Why is that?
I mean, I only see you in the mornings.
And that's a good enough reason?
Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason.
Would you consider yourself a morning person?
No. I am always up early in the morning, but I wouldn't be a morning person, honestly, but yeah.
You know, if maybe you sleep in a little longer, you might be in a better mood.
I tried that, it didn't work.
How's Complexity doing right now? Individually, you've been pretty good. What's up? How are you doing this? What's this marked improvement we've been seeing from you, dude?
I don't know. Just been playing the game and playing a little better since John joined. So probably just better roles, stuff like that. I'm not really sure. But in general, we're doing good. We obviously had some bad events recently, but we're still excited to play Katowice. Still confident, obviously.
Yeah, still got the ability to take down big names, I hope, because you guys are coming in. You've skipped the play-in stage. You've obviously been watching the play-in stage, no doubt. Anything surprise you? What's taking you off guard, bro? We've got. I mean, look at Glaive. You should be inspired by Glaive. A record performance last night to eliminate Astralis. Who are you going to break your record versus?
Well, I don't even know what my record is. I mean, I don't need to break my record to beat any of these teams. I'm sure John will do the heavy lifting. I think all of us are coming in pretty hot, so we'll have to wait and see. We don't even know who we play yet, so we'll have to see.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, man. I'll leave you be. Just needed to get to the bottom of that one. Just know I never take it personally.
Sweet.
Cheers, bro. Who do we want to pick? Oh, Hellzerk, that was a flash of eye contact. Floppy's hiding in the corner. Look at this. Look at this. This is supposed to be the hope of North America, and they're hiding in the corner, man. What the hell? Get over here, Hellzerk. Mustache is looking good, brother.
Thank you.
How's your year been so far in 2024? On a personal level, what have you been up to? You been wasting much time? You've been playing lots of Counter-Strike? What's the vibe in Hellzerk's life?
I mean, I've been traveling since the 3rd of January, so I mean, it's been, long ways from home so far, but I've just been grinding.
These guys getting on your nerves yet, or what?
Not yet, but I mean, a couple of weeks more, it's going to be rough.
Yeah, dude. Who's going down first?
I mean, you saw John has been giving you the finger. Yes, same for everyone, I think.
Okay, he's got attitude. All right, well, I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one then. You're up. It's going to be needed here in Katowice. You guys don't have play-in stage, so you don't really get any noobs to beat up on. You guys are coming into the thick of it, and well, I think honestly, bro, you're just kind of in the spotlight right now. I think there's people calling for the best of Hellzerk. How do you get to the best of Hellzerk, bro? We need the secrets.
I mean, I've been struggling with that myself lately, so I mean, I just have to step up. I've not been playing well lately, so I think last year at Katowice I played well, so it's time to get back to that same form.
I think sometimes it's about the routine, bro. And Katowice it's great for that in the sense that we all know what to expect. We know exactly where we are. We know where everything is. So I hope for your sake, bro, that you are able to tap back into that, because we both know that a complexity with Hellzerk at his best is a complexity that could take people down. And obviously last year, I mean, nail biter, almost on the stage. You make it to the stage this time?
I mean, that's the plan. I mean, we've been looking good in practice, so if we get that to the server, that's going to be good.
I think it will be good too, man. So good luck, Hellzerk.
Thank you.
Always cheering for you guys. Let's go talk to one other here. Graham. Whoa, you can't throw Graham. Okay, Graham. All right, let's do it. For now.
Yeah.
For now.
I protected you.
Yeah, this one time. Who's the player on complexity that you want to protect the least?
So who do I want to throw under the bus?
Can't take favorites.
Yeah, that's tough. That's like telling me to pick one of my kids.
Yeah, literally that.
Yeah.
You've got 6 of them. Surely you don't need all of them.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna throw Tion under the bus.
Okay, that's a fair one. Show of hands. Who feels supported by Graham each and every day?
Whoa.
Do we have to?
Every day?
Yeah. Great job. Great job.
Some of them are like they just signed contracts for multiple years.
Yeah, right. Yeah, all right.
We can.
Yeah, who wants a raise?
Wow.
Who deserves a raise? I'm gonna leave you guys be. You got some media day going on, whatnot. Floppy, one word of advice for all the kids out there.
Don't give up.
Stay in school.
Don't give up. You guys hear that? Stay in school. Stay in school. Don't give up, and
Don't become Counter-Strike professional.
make sure you get yourself a good group of friends, because friends can do anything together.